We'll start passing out the awards and hopefully kick off the dance at around 9:30. Everyone is welcome. You can bring the children along if you'd like. And it should be a lot of fun. A ton of awards to give away. And I just found out tonight that I will be your hostess for that event, so that should be host, sorry. Last time I looked. That should make it even a little bit more entertaining. Just like each and every other week here at Riverglade Speedway, we're kicking things off with the parade. Gives you, the fans, a chance to see most of the cars in competition. Some of them making final adjustments over in the pit area. Won't be able to make it out, but you'll see most of them. Please take a look at some of the sponsors on these machines. They mean a lot to these guys, and we certainly appreciate you to patronize them whenever it is possible. Just like every week, kicking things off, the St. John Ambulance. They're here week in, week out. We couldn't do it without them. But no disrespect to them. We hope we don't see them again. We certainly hope everything runs smooth here at Riverglade Speedway, but they are here for safety precaution. Towing services being provided by Laird's Auto Body. We certainly like to thank them for all their help this year. Next machine in line would be the cleanup truck. If you were here last week, he was awful busy. We had a lake over there in turn number 2 after the big rain on Saturday night. Some of these drivers went for a swim. Cleanup crew was really busy. First car on the speedway from the Sportsman division, last week's feature winner in the 44 Pro Signs Ford Thunderbird from Havelock, Jim Dunham. Next car in line you see from the Sunday Drivers Division, and I told you you got a new sponsor, Student Loan there. He's got a couple new tires on the front of that machine. That's James Scooter Smith. The 10 is April Berry. She's from the Sunday Drivers Division as well. The 11 is Mike Stevens. 35 is James Mann. 37 is Terry Duncan. The 20 is Rod Nicholson. 28, he's your points leader. He's hoping to hang on and win his first points championship of the season. That's DJ LeBlanc. The 14 machine, it's the only station wagon in competition. And it's a new car as well. That's Eric Gallant. The 0 machine, he got his old car back. He was running in a backup car, so to speak. That's Joel Frazee. The 46 is Johnny Bear. The 67, he's your points leader in the Sunday Warriors division. Took a week off for vacation last week, but he's back in action. That's Pat Murray. The 2 is Jerry Bovair. The 18 machine is Willie Larkin from downtown Riverglade. 60 is Mike Wiggle. The 22, a couple of gentlemen drive this machine right here from Riverglade. Ray Totten and Charlie Lewis. Those two handsome fellas you see sitting on the back of that fun little Escort. They are your pilots of that machine. The 75 is Eugene Wiggle. 33 is John Robichaux and actually LeBlanc. 31 is Keith Lewis, both from the Sportsman division. 79 from the Sunday Drivers division is Corey Eagles. The 50 from the Sportsman division, the Steel Mart machine you see there, he's second in the points. That's Danny Duke. The 82 is Bill McLean. The 85 is Ken McKenzie. He's your points leader, and as I mentioned, he's only got to complete one lap, and he's got the points championship wrapped up. So he will be going to the front once he gets that one lap in, with nothing to lose. The 59 is Danny Oblinus right here from Riverglade, also from the Sportsman. Still got time to pick up your 50-50 tickets down here at the start-finish line. As I mentioned, the more you buy, the bigger the pot, the more you'll take home. And there's still lots of stuff cooking down at the canteen. Hot dogs, french fries, onion rings, chicken burgers, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, you name it. Plus they've got potato chips. Not sure how many laps they're going to run. We're going to decide that a little later. We're talking about 100 laps. We're talking about this and that. It'll all be settled, and we'll let you know as soon as we can. But January 31st, 1999 is the first winter race. And if you haven't seen it, these guys have a hard enough time going on dry pavement, let alone slippery, wet pavement in the wintertime. So it's really exciting. Also, we're going to get the demolition cars out here in the winter, and they're going to run a race or two, and then of course we'll have the demolition derby at the end of the night. So that should be exciting as well. January 31st, and then the next week, February 6th, we're going to have it 2 weeks in a row. So if you want to mark those dates down, I'm sure they'll be advertised later on in the year, but January 31st and February 6th, we're going to have winter racing here at Riverglade Speedway. And he's behind the wheel of that, but he ran in the International, ran real strong, so keep your eye on him. The lone station wagon, that fine-looking Cavalier you see, number 14, is Eric Gallant. The 18 is Willie Larkin. The 1 is Sean Larkin. We got a pair of brothers there. And the 55 is Brent MacArthur rounding out the field. He's got a new car. Totten in the 22 takes the early lead as they come out of turn number 2 and head down the backstretch. Rod Nicholson hanging in there in the second spot. James Mann there in third in the 35, and then it's about. We've got one complete. The 55 of Brent MacArthur has seen better days. Down the front stretch. Alan Halfpenny in the 82 is looking to move up through the field as well. Man is your new leader. Todd drops the second. Halfpenny moves up to third. Keep your eye on that time on the wagon. It's moving up to low. In the 14. That's Eric Gallant. What a time up for him. James Mann in the 35 with a pretty comfortable lead as they head down the backstretch. Alan Halfpenny moves up to the second spot in the 82. Introduced to the wall here in the front stage. Next time by will be halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. And James Mann still leads them. Now he's starting to fill in that Steel Barn 82 Honda Civic. Eric Gallant alone by himself there in second. Ray Totten and Rod Nicholson battling it out for fourth. Down the backstretch, Mann still leads, but Halfpenny's starting to reel him in the 82. 18 Willie Larkin on the inside and then came on. As they come out of turn number 4, we've got 8 complete, 2 to go. 8 down, 2 to go. James Mann in the 35. Halfpenny still right there on his back bumpers. Front 2 cars for the win as we've got 1 lap remaining. Down the backstretch, Halfpenny looks to the outside. Mann still holding on as they come out of turn number 4. However, James Mann's going to pick up the first win of the night. Alan Halfpenny second. First spot, good run for him. First time out, Eric Gallant. Then it's Rod Nicholson, Sean Larkin, and Ray Totten. You're in competition, competing for the Burnham Custom Fabrication Trophy in the feature. The number on this next machine, oh, it's 81. Sean Lewis, and the 91 is Louis Keller. We've got ourselves a green flag as they go 3 wide. Not a wide idea. However, it seems to work out for the 0 Joe Frazee and the 46 of Johnny Bear. Bear in the 46 looking for the second spot. We've got 3 K cars showing the way. Mark that down. And we've got 1 complete. this one. As I mentioned, final points night of the season, so these guys are going all out. For a minute, the train heads into turn number 3. Crazy and Wheels battling it out for that first spot. Starting to get a decent little lead. They're looking for second on the outside of Wiggle. As he slides high, 3 wide as they come out of turn number 4. So go ahead this side as the 60 of Mike Wiggle and the 46 of Johnny Bear came together. Tough break for him. Crazy still leads, but the 79 of Corey Eagles is looking for a way around him. Eagles look slow as they head down the backstretch in that Honda. He's your new leader. Somerville in the 45 has moved up to the 3rd spot. Out at turn number 4, it's still Corey Eagles and Joe Frazee. Dale Somerville looking for a way around him for that 2nd spot. And we've got a battle for 4th as well. Eagles with a fairly comfortable lead, but it's anybody's race for 2nd and 3rd. As we've got 8 down, 2 to go. 8 down, 2 to go. Somerville moves underneath Frazee for the 2nd spot. Final lap for the 79 of Corey Eagles. Out of turn number 4, looks like he's going to do it. And looks like the 0, Joe Frazee, has got some troubles as there's smoke from that machine. 45, Dale Somerville comes home in 2nd. Frazee picks up 3rd. Louis Keller comes home 4th, and rounding out the top 5, the 60 of Mike Wiggle. So we'll have to see if Frazee in the 0 can get that machine fixed and be back in competition. Let's hear it for your race winner in the KFC machine, the 79, Corey Eagles. He and his co-pilot seem a little excited about that win. As I mentioned, however, he is the Salisbury Fire Chief, so there is no reason for alarm, folks. I'm sure you... Show 54, Leon Owen. 95, Eric... Oh, we got a new driver, Bruce Hoyt. 51, James Scooter Smith, the 3. Is 2nd in the points. Albert Williams, your points leader, the 28, DJ LeBlanc, and the 37 is Terry Duncan. Wilson in the 69 with a great lead. Down the backstretch is the 69. Gary Wilson, your race leader. John Robichaux in 2nd. April Berry hanging on to the 3rd spot. Bruce Hoyt looking to get around her in the 95, and the 11 of Mike Stevens looking to make his way around as well. close to the inside of her. Battle for your fourth spot between Mike Stevens, April Berry, and Leon Howard in the 54. Then your top 2 points cars for 28 and we did on the 3 on the wheel for Valley and Oak. Show trying to reel him in. Front 6 cars trying to get to 95 of Bruce Roy, reeling in those front. Bruce Roy, first one for him, he comes home third. Fourth spot, Mike Stevens, and then in fifth for 54 of Leon Howard. 339. You've got that ticket, come on up to the tower. He's got the points championship, that's Ken McKenzie. 75, Eugene Wiggles, 82. We almost had a start. As I mentioned, it is a final points race of the season. These guys are a little anxious, so we'll get them lined up again and we'll try. As a matter of fact, we'll try it 2 more times. LeBlanc and Beeman on the point, then it's Lewis and O'Blinas. Back a little better, gentlemen. Green flag drop. Mark Beeman, the early race leader, then it's the 59 of Daniel O'Blinas coming up into the second spot. Adam Pond got third as O'Blinas looks to the outside. O'Blinas and Pond battling it out for the race lead. Down the backstretch. And he said he threw out the yellow paint. He isn't going to get real excited if he scratches that machine. He wants to have a good last week and make his way to the front. O'Blinas leads Adam Pond. Pond there in the third spot. was talking to Danny over in the pits before the race has started, and so far he's a man of his word. He said he was either going to win or crash. Last week of the season, nothing to lose. We do have a green flag as they head into turn number 1. Lewis on the inside takes the early lead as Wiggle in the 60. Drops way back. Adam Pond in the 5. Over here there in the second spot. Lewis still leads them as Adam Pond in the 5 makes his way around the 2 of Jerry Bovair on the outside. Pond now on the outside of Adam Pond, your new race leader, Jerry Bovair, looking to make some noise on the outside as he takes over the second spot. Down the backstretch, it's still Adam Pond, but Bovair looking to the inside, trying to pick up a win. Bovair now on the inside for the race lead. As we're halfway, we've got a new leader, folks, in the 2, Jerry Bovair. Adam Pond drops to 2nd, and we get a battle for 3rd between Terry Melanson and Pat Murray. Bovair's the race leader in the 2 and took a vacation last week, headed down to Loudon. Must have been watching Jeff Gordon because he seems to get the hang of that rabbit now. Bovair down the backstretch has got a very comfortable lead. Adam Pond there in 2nd at 67. On in turn number 4, final lap for Jerry Bovair. For the 2nd spot. Here's the race winner, Jerry Bovair. Adam Pond hangs on the 2nd, Pat Murray comes home 3rd. Terry Melanson 4th, and then Charlie Lewis rounding out the field in the 22. Folks, just want to remind you, don't forget about the beer tent down in turn number 4, which is to the left of the start-finish line. It's well marked. You can't miss. James Mann come home with the win. Rod Nicholson stalls her off the start, which allows Ray Todd to take his speed break there in the 2nd spot. And Eric Grant in the Cavalier wagon is in the 3rd spot. James Mann starting to make his way back up through now. Tough break for Rod Nicholson in the 20. Todd still leads in the 22, but here comes the 14 of Eric Gallant. Peter Briggs hanging in there in the 2nd spot as well. He's had a lot of hard luck in the first couple weeks of competition. Down the backstretch. Gallant now on the outside of Cotton. Down the backstretch, it's still Cotton with Gallant coming up on the outside. 82, Alan Halfpenny has moved around the 35 of James Mann for fourth. This time by, we're halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. We've got new race leaders. Eric Gallant, the 14. Chrysler, Honda, or otherwise. If it's a four-cylinder and it's a front-wheel drive, you can run it. You're young, old, male, female, it's a piece of cake. Gear one of these cars up. We're next week. January 31st, winter race. If you want to try your car out. It's very cheap and affordable, easy to gear up. And we certainly encourage you folks to get one of these cars and get into competition here at Riverglade. Alan Halfpenny in the 82 trying to get around the 14. In the Cavalier. Halfpenny on the inside as they come down the front stretch and see that they've got 2 laps to go. Gallant on the outside, Halfpenny. And the one of Sean Larkin has slowed as he comes down the front stretch. Gallant still hanging tight on the outside as we've got 1 lap to go. Gallant goes high, Halfpenny looks to the inside one more time. As they enter turn 3. Halfpenny back on the inside and looks like he's going to steal the win in the final corner. As Gallant drops the second, James Mann picks up third, Ray Todd fourth, and then Peter Briggs picks up the 5th spot in the first semi on the Burnham's Custom Fabrication final points night here at Riverglade. Rod Nicholson a hand from the infield to the pit area so he can try to get his trouble solved for the feature. Mr. Halfpenny will get a photo taken and we'll get set for the second semi in the Zeller's Pharmacy Sunday Drivers Division. 45, Dale Somerville. 81, Sean Larkin. 93, Chris Streitz. And then the 91 of Louis Keller. Down the backstretch, it's Mike Wiggle on the inside, Corey Eagles on the outside. And Eagles picking up where he left off. He's the race leader. 46 to 45, staying a little bit. Down the backstretch, it's still Corey Eagles, your race leader. The 60 of Mike Wiggle hanging in there in the second spot. 45, Dale Somerville looking for that second spot under Mike Wiggle in the 60. He's your new second place there. He'll try to reel in the 79. Down the backstretch, it's still Corey Eagles. Dale Somerville trying to reel him in the 45. The 93 of Chris Trites and the 91 of Louis Keller went into the turn one of the 91. The area, so to speak. Nope. And there we go. Somerville starting to close in on Eagles for the race lead. We've got a battle for the race lead between Corey Eagles and Dale Somerville in the 45. Next is the 93 looking for the third spot. All set at night. He didn't even take the side marker lights out of that fine looking Omni. He's still holding on to the lead as he's down 2 to go. Somerville still trying to find a way around him as Traits is comfortable in the third spot. Mike Wiggle and Johnny Bear. We do have caution on the speedway as the 60 of Mike Wiggle has stalled. So that'll make it interesting for the last couple of laps. And the 46 of Johnny Bear was black flag for that event. That occurred in turn number 1. He'll head pit side. We can get these guys slowed down. So 2 laps remaining. And Somerville gets a good start. And I'm sure Chris Price is taking the pain in the 93. Out in turn number 4, 2 laps to go for Dale Somerville. As he's looking to move up in the points, he's 6th right now. But he's 30 points on the field. Eagles trying to catch him in the 79. Final lap for the 45 of Dale Somerville. The win in the 45, Dale Somerville. Eagles take second. John Lewis takes up third. Mike Wiggle takes home fourth, and then it's Chris Trice in the 93. So let's hear it for your race winner in the Zax 24-hour Irving Lewis Audio Air Cab number 45, Dale Somerville. Will be in this one. And folks, if you're wondering how we line up these cars, it's by average. They're average. 95, Bruce Hoyt. 54, Leon Howard. 3, Albert Williams. 51, James Porter Smith. And the 37. Wilson takes the early lead in the 69. Barry there in second. Mike Stevens is third in the 11. Anybody's race for second on back. Gary Wilson's laughing in the 69 as he watches these guys battle it out. Mike Stevens back. It is really close. Leon Howard takes over the second. And they made it. Hats off to them three, as that does not happen too often. April Berry is airborne. Oh, her best bet is to save the car and let these guys go through. See, they don't possess a lot of patience, these guys. 37, Terry Duncan, he started it back. He's made his way to 5 down, 5 to go. Down the front stretch. It's over on the outside. Over on the inside. For the fourth spot. As there's action all over the speedway. Leon Howard following in his teammates' footsteps, just like Dale Thurwell. He's a race leader. Howard leads in the 54, then it's Gary Wilson. Final lap for Leon Howard as we still got some excitement a little further back in the field with Terry Duncan, Mike Stevens, James Scooter Smith, and Albert Williams. Turn number 4, there's your race winner, Leon Howard. But most people's attention's on these 4 cars at turn number 4. As Mike Stevens picks up the 5th spot. Second spot, Gary Wilson, then it's Bruce Hoyt in the 5. He did a longer than 20 minutes, and then Mike Stevens, as I mentioned, that's your top 5. And I must say that was one of the most exciting Sunday drivers races we've seen tonight. So Leon saw that his teammate Dale was getting a little close in the points and figured he better go out and hold his ground. And he did just that. I have Kevin McKenzie, he's your points champion for this year. 87, Donnie Pond. 75, Eugene Wiggle. Marcel LeBlanc hanging tight on the inside of the 30, this one. But Mark Beeman comes back on the outside and takes Daniel Weenus along with him in the 59. That was a close call at turn number 4, because I don't think Mark Beeman realized that Mr. Oblinus was right beside him. Oblinus, your race leader, then it's Adam Pond, Jim Dunham in the 44. Contact a little further back in the field as the 30 of Marcel LeBlanc gets sideways. On goes high. Dunham slides by on the inside. Or not by, but at least beside him. not, Bill. 59, Danny Oblinus. He'll look to make it 3 in a row in the feature, the 25-lap feature for the Budweiser Sportsman Division. Charlie Lewis on the point, then Jerry Bovair, the 5 of Adam Pond, 33 Terry Melanson, the 60 of Eugene Wiggle, and the 67 of Pat Murray. Bovair, the race leader, Terry Melanson in the 33 is second as he tries to move around. Bovair for the race lead. After the heat, but it seems to be working a lot better. He just dove into turn number 3 as they're side by side. Now Pat Murray waiting in the 67 to see what happens. Still leads, 33 Jerry Melanson, 67 Pat Murray, and Adam Pond and the 5 are all right there. Looking for a way around them. Anybody's race for those front 4 cars. As we see a little smoke from the 2 Jerry Bovair. However, it doesn't seem to be slowing down too much as of yet. Adam Pond takes over 3rd. Pat Murray takes over 2nd. As we're halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. Somebody gets the ball. However, it is off the speedway. Front 2 really battling it out. And we seem to be seeing a little more smoke from the 2. The question is, will it keep ticking for another couple of laps? And I'm skeptical. Murray on the outside. Bovair still going in the 2. Side by side, as we've got 1 more lap to go. They're still side by side, the 2 Jerry Bovair, the 67 down the backstretch. Murray now on the outside. Drag race to the finish line, and Jerry Bovair picks up the win in the 2. As we had a great few laps in that one, if you could see it. Although Mr. Bovair sits 2nd in the points, he has had a lot of bad luck this year, so it's good to see him pick up a couple of wins. That is his 3rd car this year. So good luck has been few and far between for him. And we've got green as Charlie Lewis leads momentarily, but James Mann comes back on the outside. Actually, Ray Cotton behind the wheel of the 22 for this one. Before Eagles decides to take a detour, however, it didn't seem to pay off. He almost went for in the 35. Ray Todd hanging in there in second, and then it's Johnny Bear in the 46. Peter Briggs in the 72, and Dale Somerville in the 45. Remember, they're close in the points and they're close on the speedway. And the 20 of Rod Dickinson is around over in turn 2. And it's over in turn 2 as well. However, everybody's turn over 2. Caution on the speedway. I'm thinking the 35 was pretty skeptical. He just washed her anyway. I'm thinking the 35 said a prayer or two when he saw about 20 cars coming at him. She says she's not holding yet, but she will for the next 20 years. So the cleanup crew's got their work done. We're set for action one more time. As I mentioned, 6 down, 14 to go. Green flag. Front stretch. Somerville there in the second spot.
All the worst timing in the world. I can't do anything with this camera. It's either the camera or it's the photographer. I'm blaming the camera. It's probably me. Because every time I go somewhere and I move off the car, it crashes. I don't know why. Getting too old for this, I guess. Oh great, now it won't even focus.
As we are set to go one more time. inside, Somerville on the outside, and Hebert leads one more time. And Somerville tries to make his way around on the outside. Robichaud hanging tight on the inside. He's got 10 in the books and 10 to go. Robichaud takes over third from DJ LeBlanc, and Mike Stevens looking for that fourth spot. Still leads the field around in the 46. The third and the 79 Four Eagles is not sitting in a real good spot. As we have caution one more time. Complete, 8 to go. 12 down, 8 to go. We'll get the spun around and realign one more time. As James Scooter Smith in the 51 hits pit side one more time as he's up to 4th. Bumper to bumper. Green flag one more time. And looks to move around the 45 of Dale Somerville as we check caution on the speedway because somebody's missing a bumper. Sitting right down here on the start-finish line. Good thing the 51 bought himself a couple of new front tires. He just wore out half at the start-finish line when he locked on the race. We still got 12 down, 8 to go. And folks, we still got a ton of beer down at the beer tent. If you're interested, go down and pay them a visit just for a drive. We are ready to go. Somerville, the 45 is now your leader. And the 11 of Mike Stevens goes around. And surprisingly enough, nobody touched him. Somerville and Bear have kind of pulled away from the rest of the field. As Robichaud in the 31 on the first spot. up third. Leon Alwards fourth and DJ LeBlanc fifth. That's your top five. And he's probably going to be a happy camper. Let's hear it for him. The 45, Dale Somerville. And I would say that helped him out big time in the 40 points between him and the 51 of James Scooter Smith. And Mr. Smith has had better nights. So let's hear it for the Lose Audio Air Cab, Zach serving number 45, Dale Somerville. 33 is Terry Melanson. Outside of him, the 5 from the Sportsman Division out of Pond. The 67 is Pat Murray, and the 60 is Eugene Wiggle. Final run of the season for these folks in points competition. Green flag drops. Mulvear gets a good start in the tube. As Adam Pond comes along for the ride as well, he takes over second. Mulvear down the backstretch is your race leader. And he seems to have geared the speed set. Out of Pond second, Melanson is third, and Pat Murray is fourth momentarily as he looks on the inside as they head down the backstretch. Pat Murray trying to reel it into a 67 now as he has taken over the third spot. As next time by will be halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. Five to go. Mulvear's halfway home, and he's got that little rabbit just a chugging. Pat Murray is caught out of Pond in the 5 for the second spot. He'll look to move around him. Hats off to Pat Murray. Murray on the inside of Pond for the second spot as they head down the backstretch. Murray takes over second. He's got a long way to go if he wants to catch the number 2 machine, and a short time to do it. Final lap for Jerry Mulvear in the 2. Pat Murray picks up second, Adam Pond third, Eugene Wiggle fourth. Or actually, Eugene was down a lap, sorry, Terry Melanson comes home in the 4th spot. Let's hear it for the 2, Jerry Mulvear. Mr. Bovair picks up a feature win in the Sunday Warriors division, and there'll be a ton of more competitors next year in this division, because anybody that's raced 2 years in Sunday drivers will be up with these guys, and also anybody that's finished in the top 10, I do believe this year will move up. However, we don't see him yet. Might have Mr. Gauguin coming now. We got a group of kids jogging here. He was way over here. The turn, that's what took him so long. Jump in with the 85 of Ken McKenzie, so let's give him a round of applause, folks. And the reason you see all those checkered flags on the side of Ken McKenzie's machine is because he's picked up quite a few feature wins this year en route to another points championship here at Riverglade Speedway. So let's hear it for him one more time as he gets an exciting ride with Ken McKenzie. That's TJ Gauguin from Salisbury. And rumor has it that's going to be Ken's last drive in the 85 as he has that machine sold. And he's going to purchase one of those 4-cylinder machines and have some fun next year, one of those. As a matter of fact, he just wheeled steel one tonight over in the pit area. So McKenzie will head around and get back in line after a photo. We've got 25 laps of action, the final race of the season for these guys. And I don't think they're too worried about scratching the paint. These guys want to get to the front. On the 50 is Danny Duke, 87 Donnie Pond, 85 Ken McKenzie, 82 Herman Berry, and then Eugene Wiggle in the 75 rounds out the field. Green flag up, we're ready to go. Into turn one, it's Marcel LeBlanc and Murph Beeman side by side. Beeman comes back on the outside as we have got one in the track. 3 wide into the turn 2 as Beeman slides back. Keith Lewis is your new race leader, and he's got Jim Dunham with him. As we've got cars going everywhere, 30 Marcel LeBlanc. The 59 is Daniel Wiggins with off the tire. 44, Jim Dunham won the feature last week. He wants to win again this week. Lewis hangs on to second momentarily as Danny Duke slides by on the inside. Burnham Custom Fabrication Trophy. The pro signs for Thunderbird. And the way the points look, Ken McKenzie picked up top spot. Then it was Danny Duke. I would say Donnie Pond picked up third. Adam Pond was fourth. And I think Keith Lewis hung on to fifth, but those are unofficial. If you want to find out for sure, October 17th is the day. The awards banquet, October 17th, you can find out who won what. If you want to go, it all starts at 6 o'clock at the Riverview Kinsman Center. As I mentioned, Ken McKenzie is your points championship. Danny Duke is second. Let's give these guys a round of applause. Hard work all year long. So hats off to those two, as well as the entire field in the sportsman division. A lot of hard work. They'd like to thank all their sponsors. And let's hear it for Jim Dunham as he picks up the feature win in the 44. So Jim Dunlop completes his victory lap, and up next we've got the mechanics race for the Century drivers, followed by the one for the sportsmen. Let's hear it for him one more time as he brings the Ford Thunderbird to a stop at the third finish line. Jim Dunham in the 44. Also, I think we should give a round of applause to our flagman, Kenny Brace, and our assistant flagman down here, Winnie, for all their hard work all year, as well as the folks down in the canteen and everyone who helps out here at the Speedway. And of course, you, the fans, for your attendance here each and every week. Good work, sir. This gentleman here, he helps us out week in, week out, and I'm sure he'd just love to have a round of applause. This is Tom Bannister. He's our #1 fan around here. I just made your night, didn't I? How many of these fellows we got, let alone who's driving them. When he just asked me to stand in front of her, see if these guys don't decide to stop. Gonna get them to line two abreast, or are they gonna go single file? Okay, in the Allen half-penny machine we have, what's your name, sir? Bryce Allen's driving this. He's the head crewman on this, apparently. Over in the 31 machine, it's John Robishow's machine, but this time we've got Ivan Robishow's driving this machine. And hopefully, that's a good girl. Behind the wheel of the 95, we have Susie. So now, are we a crew chief, are we a relative, are we a wife, or are we a what? We're a relative. She's never done it before, and I'm thinking she's a little on the nervous side, judging by the way her hands are shaking. In the 45, what's your name, sir? We got Rick Bauer. In the 10, what's your name? Andrew Henry's behind the wheel of the April Berry machine. Bobby Prosser's driving the 54 of Leon Howard. In the 11.
Bobby Stevens, Michael Pratt. I'm more worried about my new sportsman guy, bud. So you're the father? I'm the father, Mike Stevens.
And in Mike Stevens' machine, we got his father, Robbie Stevens. In the 51. Kelly, you're making too much noise, gentlemen. The 51 is Kelly Smith. We got two females out here now. That would be James's sister. What's your name? And we got Patricia Mann in the 35, and I can't fit through there, and I can't fit through here. In the 60, we got Drew Lewis. And in the 20, Adam Kierstead's driving this machine, and rounding up the field way back here in the 67, we have Sheldon Brewster in the 67. Now again, all these guys, with the exception of Drew and the 95, have never driven before, so this should be exciting. And better late than never, he just wants to see me walk, apparently. Here, drive up here. What's your name? We've got Jim Dunham in the 37. He had so much fun last time, he figured he'd come out again. So now, folks, I just told you their names, but don't expect me to remember them when they get going. Has got a real good start. I do remember that is first man. We've got trouble on the back. The 37 takes the detour already. That being Jim Dunham. Ivan Robishow in the 37. He's doing all right. Looking totally around. As we've never done before, Mr. Robichow's doing a decent job. After that, as we've got 2 laps to go for Ivan Robichaux. Second was Bruce White. And we've got a traffic jam yet to finish this event right here. Third place was the 67 machine. 31, Ivan Robichaux. And I'm kind of glad he won because it was one of the 2 names that I remembered. And you can tell he's a beginner. He didn't even realize he had to take a victory lap. He just wanted the picture. As I mentioned, up next we do have a sportsman event of the same nature. Now, did you lose your job tomorrow, or?
It's a good possibility.
Sorry, you're going to be here tomorrow for the 200 lap, Ray?
Yeah, we're going to try it.
You driving?
Yeah.
Well, let's hear it for this fellow here, the Ivan Robichaux in the 31. Have you ever done this before?
Yeah, once.
Once. I'm thinking you better get yourself one of these because you got the hang of it. Once again, I have no idea who's driving these ones either. But I don't think I'm going to have to walk quite so far. Elvie Burke's behind the wheel of this. And when Daniel wins this machine, it's not hard to tell it's the last race of the season. He's getting brave. April Berry's behind the wheel of this one. And way back here, we got 75, Mike Riggle. So I should be able to keep these guys a little bit straighter than the other ones. Yeah, that'll work.
She's not the mechanic.
Elvin's in second.
That's weird.
Out at turn number 4. I think we're going to get a green. James Cooter Smith in the Danny Duke machine jumps out to the early lead. He leads them around for a moment in the 50. And April Berry just found out that a Ford Thunderbird's got a little more power than a Dodge Omni, I'm thinking. James Cooter Smith's still doing pretty decent in the 50 as he leads them around. Then we've got, I forget, in the 30, and Mike Riggle in the 75. Smith encounters some of the slower traffic now as they move over to the inside, I think. Next time by, I'll be halfway. Down the backstretch, he's really stretching out his lead. Mike Wiggle in the 75 takes over the second spot. This is the final event of the night. Next time by, I think we've got 8 down, 2 to go. 8 down, 2 to go for James Scooter Smith in the 50 machine. Mike Wiggle in the 75 closed the gap a little bit, but I don't think, unless the 50 dies, he's going to have much of a shot. He's going to turn number 4 and picks up the win. Folks, I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight and every other night this season. And don't forget, tomorrow at 2 o'clock, it's a times and transcript, 200 lap endurance race, demolition derby, backup race, and bag race. You don't want to miss out on this. We'll have a ton of cars, forecast a great day of weather, so we hope to see you all back. On behalf of the staff here at Riverglade Speedway, I'm Corey Lounsbury saying so long, and we hope to see you back here tomorrow. I'm just going to ask James if he's going to offer Dan Duke a trade when he gets back to the pit area, straight up, his car for Dan's. He's excited to get a trophy. Now, would you trade Dan straight up for your car?
Of course.
First time out in the Sportsman?
I was out earlier in Daniel Blanus's today.
April Berry didn't fare so well. She learned that Dodge Omni has less power than a Ford Thunderbird and lost it on the first lap. But she gathered herself up. Congratulations, James Scooter Smith, and congratulations, Danny Duke, on a second place finish in the points in the Sportsman division. For those of you left here, let's give these guys a round of applause.